G'day folks, and welcome back to Cook It Like Crawley. In today's episode, I'm going to be teaching you how to cook something that's so simple yet so daunting to a lot of people at home. Every week we have a lot of customers that come in day after day asking, how do I cook a schnitzel properly? Now we all want that golden, crisp, moist schnitzel on the dinner table, which everyone's going to enjoy night after night. It's very easy to either burn it, cooking it too high, it's undercooked on the inside, or cooking it too long, too slow, and it's overcooked. Now you can coat a schnitzel in anything you like. In the shop we use a gluten-free crumb with parmesan. We add some dried herbs in there as well. At home I like to use some panko, a bit of lemon zest, some parsley in there, and it's absolutely delicious. Now I've got my pan on a medium heat. I want to add some olive oil to that. We've got our Rio Vista olive oil here. Now I like to add enough olive oil that it comes up to about the same level thickness of the schnitzel. So we want to get our olive oil in the pan. Now we've got our olive oil up to the thickness of the schnitzel, and I've got a good knob of butter. Now you can't go shy with butter. Now we want to add that butter in there till it starts to melt. Now it's going to melt quite quickly. Now once the butter's melted and it's beginning to bubble, we want to grab our schnitzel and we want to just lightly bathe it until one side's coated, and then we want to flip it over. And that, so both sides are covered in the butter and the olive oil. Now you can use tongs at home so you don't burn yourselves and have a kitchen injury. Now the schnitzels are cooking away. Once they're in the pan, we want to then turn our pan down to a low to medium heat so they don't overcook on the outside and start to burn, and they'll be undercooked on the inside. Now once they're crisp on one side, we want to then turn them over. Now our schnitzel is starting to cook nicely. They're starting to brown on one side, and we want to flip them over just so they don't start to burn. Now once they get nice and brown on the other side, we can then turn our pan down to a really nice low heat and just let them finish off, so they're not cooking too fast on the outside, but they're also cooking nicely on the inside. Now I've turned my pan down to low now, and we're just going to give them one more flip and just let them finish off nice and gently, but we can see how they're not burning on the outside and they're actually cooking very, very nicely on the inside at the moment. So only another 30 seconds to go and these schnitzel is going to be cooked. It really doesn't take long at all to cook something so perfectly at home. Now our schnitzels are cooked, so we want to put our schnitzels onto some absorbent paper just to get the last bit of that oil and that butter off of it. And look at those, that cooked absolutely perfectly. Now the classic schnitzel is absolutely perfect with a simple side salad. Now one of my favourite go-tos with a beautiful schnitzel is just a little bit of cos, some beautiful fresh cucumbers, some tomatoes. We've got some lovely cherry bocconcini, chuck a few of those on there. I like to keep it simple, a little bit of sea salt, got some Olsen sea salt, touch of olive oil over the top of the salad. Absolutely gorgeous. A crack of pepper, and then I just like to finish it with a little bit of lemon juice over the salad. Then we've got our schnitzels here, cooked absolutely perfectly, and just a touch of lemon over the top of that. And there we have it, an absolutely beautiful, golden, moist schnitzel, which was so easy to cook. Didn't take long at all. Your family will absolutely love it at home. Thank you for watching Cook It Like Crawley, and we'll see you next time where you can learn to cook like Crawley.